Hello. Hi everybody, it's me. It's gonna be a chill Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We're gonna get started with Xenosaga episode 3, also Sprox Zarathustra. Alright. Hi. Today's been a day. But I'm very excited to be playing Xenosaga episode 3. Took a long time coming. Alrighty, so I'm gonna check to make sure everything's working. I did test everything before stream, but I just need to make sure. Look at this. Okay, does it work? Okay, everything does work, yes. And then turning off the offline music there. Alrighty, so it looks like the sounds are working, yeah. Music too loud. Might lower it a little bit. So then it's not as loud as my. Actually, I have it at like 50% volume for myself today. I usually don't. So since this is episode 3, we're gonna go through the data and do a recap for anybody who hasn't been here before or hasn't followed my playthroughs of Xenosaga last year, from like September to December. So we're gonna go through the summary of Xenosaga episode 1 and Xenosaga episode 2. Here we go. Alrighty. 2000 XX AD, a mysterious plate-like object was found in an archaeological dig in Lake Turkana, located in northern Kenya. The object, named the Zohar, was responsible for the disappearance of lost Jerusalem, forcing mankind to escape into outer space. Oh, oops. It's back. That's the back button. Okay. 4,000 years later, TC 4767, the 117th Marine Division of the Galaxy Federation Army, with the space cruiser Woglinde as its flagship, was on a mission to investigate the disappearance of the planet Ariadne. The anti-Gnosis android kos-mos was deployed on the Woglinde in case of an attack by the mysterious enemy Gnosis. Shion Uzuki, the chief of Vector's first R&D division, and development members were also on board for kos-mos' startup experiments. kos-mos' startup experiment was conducted repeatedly while the fleet continued their investigation, but the experiments were not going smoothly. The unit was not ready for combat. Though frustrated with the failed experiments, Shion also felt resistance to kos-mos, left to her by her dead lover, Kevin, waking up as a weapon. The assistant chief, Alan Ridgely, who is in love with Shion, could only watch her silently. While investigating the area where the disappearance had occurred, the Woglinde found an object thought to be the Zohar and stored it. Finishing with the investigation, the fleet left the area. With the mission safely accomplished, the crew breathed a sigh of relief. Shion was attacked by the Gnosis that infiltrated the ship. As she lost consciousness, she saw an image of a mysterious girl that called herself Nephilim. Shion was helpless and knew she would die, but kos-mos self-activated and saved her. Shion rendezvoused with Alan and Virgil after being saved by kos-mos and attempted to escape from the Woglinde. kos-mos defeated numerous Gnosis that attacked them, but during the battle, kos-mos shot and killed Captain Virgil along with Gnosis in order to save Shion. This is important later, the whole Virgil thing. kos-mos felt no remorse for killing Virgil and told Shion she is a weapon. Shion was appalled by her actions. Shion was unable to accept what kos-mos declared and escaped from the Woglinde with Alan in the escape pod. Xion was rescued by a space cargo vessel, the Elsa, and met a boy named Chaos who possessed strange powers. In front of Xion, Chaos disintegrated a Gnosis just by touching it. She was surprised by his power, while Chaos silently smiled at her. The captain of the ship, Matthews, accepted kos-mos' high-handed request and headed for Second Miltia with Xion and Alan. Meanwhile, the cyborg Ziggy was on a lone mission on the asteroid Pleroma at the request of the Galaxy Federation's Contact Subcommittee to retrieve the kidnapped 100 series prototype Realian m.o.m.o from the UTIC organization. m.o.m.o was targeted by the UTIC commander Margulis due to the secret document known as the Y data that was embedded into her subconscious domain by Joachim Mizrahi. Ziggy was able to safely rescue her and escape Pleroma with a small vessel, but was pursued. While on their way to Second Miltia, the Elsa detected Ziggy and m.o.m.o, who were under attack. They destroyed the UTIC organization's autotech and saved them. After conferring with Yuli Mizrahi, Ziggy and m.o.m.o stayed on board the Elsa to go to Second Miltia. Later, the Elsa rendezvoused with a heavily armed ship, the Durandal, that was investigating the UTIC organization. Xion and the others met a boy named Junior who was a member of the board of directors of the special foundation known as the Kukai Foundation. Junior, with ties to the Second Miltian government, understood the situation surrounding m.o.m.o and invited them to stay at the Kukai Foundation. They get a little respite at the colony owned by the Kukai Foundation, courtesy of the representative director, Guinan Kukai. Margulis, who had been watching them, created a trap for the Foundation in order to obtain the Y data dormant in m.o.m.o. By Margulis' scheme, the Federation was surrounded by a Federation fleet. On ground of treason against the Federation, they were arrested and detained by the army, but they proved their innocence with the battle data recorded in kos-mos. They were safely released from the army, but Margulis had already ordered possession of m.o.m.o. The man in charge, Albedo Piazzolla, Zolia, I don't know, was a URTV, a bioweapon created during the Miltian conflict 15 years ago, and a man obsessed with Junior, another URTV just like him. Albedo accepted Margulis' request and powered the Song of Nephilim, an invention of madness by Joachim Mizrahi in Miltian space. Second Miltia and the Kukai Foundation were in danger from the swarm of Gnosis that appeared in Miltian space from the song. m.o.m.o was kidnapped by Albedo and taken to the Song of Nephilim, when she stayed behind to treat the injured. Junior was enraged when he found out m.o.m.o had been taken. Xion used kos-mos' face cannon to force the Song of Nephilim to appear in real space. They successfully entered it and saved m.o.m.o while cornering Albedo. However, Albedo managed to escape when a mysterious cloaked individual known as a Testament suddenly appeared before them. Albedo had gone mad and brought the massive factory, Proto-Merkaba, into existence using the Y data fragments he acquired from m.o.m.o. Albedo tried to destroy Second Miltia with the Proto-Merkaba, which was powerful enough to take on the Gnosis. Xion and the others attempted to destroy Proto-Merkaba from the inside to stop its attack. They successfully destroyed the main reactor at its center, which had been fused with a Gnosis. But after losing its power source, Proto-Merkaba started to fall slowly to Second Miltia. Albedo laughed at Junior and left. Oh, there's that screenshot. I can't believe that's Crispin Freeman. kos-mos attempted to dismantle Proto-Merkaba from the inside to stop it from devastating Second Miltia. She was successfully able to dismantle it, and Proto-Merkaba disintegrated into numerous fragments. However, unable to get out of Second Miltia's gravitational field, the Elsa started to fall out of control as well. Elsa was engulfed in high temperature of the atmospheric plasma. In order to save the Elsa, kos-mos exited the vessel to deploy her protective shield around the ship. Xion tried to stop her, but communication with her was cut off. Though her body was burned through the frictional heat, kos-mos deployed the shield. As if responding to her powers, kos-mos's fists began to glow. The two powers surrounded the Elsa as white wings. Oh, so it is both of them, not just kos-mos. The Elsa emerged in the sunrise, and from the bridge, Xion saw kos-mos standing on the ship. And that's episode 1. I'm doing a lot of reading today. Alrighty. TC 4753. The conflict that had broken out on Miltia had already spread its flames of war. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh my god! Musashi45, hello, welcome. Thanks for playing the Caramel Day. I forgot. I had that on my sound alerts. Oh my god. But hello, welcome, good evening. I am playing Xenosaga episode 3. And reading the recaps for people who are new to me playing Xenosaga. But this isn't my first rodeo. This is actually going to be my second playthrough of Xenosaga 3. In my lifetime. I played it a few years back. Ooh, I don't want to name how many years back, but it's been a very long time. So we'll see how much of the game I actually complete this time. I think I only really did the story. I didn't really do a lot of the side quests, so I think this time I'll do as much of the game as I can. Yeah, welcome, good evening. I hope you're doing well. This portion of the game, this portion is just reading right now. Have you played the series before? Have you heard of the series? Most people are familiar with the newer Monolith games, which would be Xenoblade. I know they came out with the DLC like today, or is it tomorrow? Might be today, actually. Yeah. But I hope you're well. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna roll back into it. TC 4753. The conflict had already broken out on Miltia. The conflict that had broken out on Miltia had already spread its flames of war across the entire planet. To destroy the source of the conflict, the UTIC organization, and to capture the organization's founder, Joachim Mizrahi, the Galaxy Federation executed its third descent operation against UTIC headquarters in Labyrinthos. Also sent in to neutralize the Zohar control system was the Federation's trump card, the URTVs, a Special Forces unit. Lieutenant Helmer of the Galaxy Federation's Special Operations Forces felt there was a danger in allowing contact between the URTV bioweapons and the Zohar control device. He independently put into action a secret plan to protect the URTVs, and that's the silhouette of my husband. My space. With the cooperation of Vector CEO Wilhelm, Helmer sent in the new model mobile weapon, the ES Asher, and entrusted its two pilots, Chaos and Canaan, with the task of reaching Labyrinthos. The ES Asher made it through the fighting and descended to the city streets, but at the same time, the UTIC organization pushed through the desperation, activated the Song of Nephilim. The song sent the streets of Miltia into complete pandemonium. Canaan and Chaos found themselves under underwhelming attack from Realians and Federation soldiers that had lost their minds. A single Federation Ames came to their rescue. Its pilot was none other than Shion Uzuki's older brother, Captain Jin Uzuki of the Special Forces Military Intelligence Unit. Via a certain method, Jin had obtained information regarding the Miltian conflict and had been heading for Labyrinthos in order to analyze it. Learning his objective was the same as Canaan and Chaos, they traveled together to the Labyrinthos main terminal. Captain Margulis of the UTIC organization appeared before them. To settle the matters of the past that bound them deeply together, Jin and Margulis crossed swords. Jin barely managed to fight off Margulis, but was badly wounded himself. Judging he could not continue his mission, he entrusted the data he had obtained into Canaan's memory and bid them farewell. Later, the Berserk Zohar brought about a space-time anomaly that pulled Milsha into the abyss. Milsha was lost. Flashing forward 14 years from that event brings us to the present, BC 4767. After stopping the fall of Proto-Merkaba, the Elsa landed safely on second Milsha. Xion, Junior, and the others temporarily split to attend to their respective tasks. Xion headed to Vector's second R&D division to turn over kos-mos. Junior and the others headed for the UMN Control Center to analyze the Y data that slept within m.o.m.o. Finally free from their previous danger, Junior and the others relaxed, but the mobile weapon team led by Pellegrini attacked m.o.m.o once more. To protect m.o.m.o, the group ran into the city, but the enemy forces attacked them without hesitation, and their escape routes were cut off one by one. They were saved from their predicament by Canaan in the ES Asher. There he is! In the machine! Meanwhile, Xion finished handing over kos-mos and was reunited with her brother in the city. Xion felt a mix of emotions upon unexpectedly seeing her brother again and was unable to be honest about her feelings. The events of the Milshan conflict 14 years earlier had built a wall between them. The next day, with the cooperation of the Durandal crew, the analysis of the Y data began. As the representative of the contact subcommittee, Yuli arrived at the control center in order to be present at m.o.m.o's analysis procedure. m.o.m.o rejoiced at seeing Yuli again, but Yuli held a complex mix of emotions regarding m.o.m.o, who had been constructed in the image of her late daughter. Yuli welcomed the arrival of Junior's group, but she was unable to hide her troubled feelings towards m.o.m.o, the Realian girl who viewed Yuli as her mother. The analysis procedure was expected to go smoothly, but a trap set by Albedo was triggered and the Y data began to leak out. Yuli and the others tried to prevent the exposure of the data, but their desperate efforts proved futile. The Y data began to leak out. Observing the situation from the depths of her own consciousness, m.o.m.o shattered her own mind to sever the external link, stop the data flow, and protect Yuli and Joachim's legacy. But her actions had a great cost. All of m.o.m.o's functions shut down. Yuli's desperate treatment barely managed to prevent m.o.m.o's complete shutdown. Her mind had been shattered, but her consciousness would not return. Xion and Alan were at the second R&D division when they received a message from Junior telling them of m.o.m.o's dire situation. They hurried to the control center, and Xion joined up with Junior and the others, and together they attempted to dive into m.o.m.o's subconscious domain to recover her mind. The world into which they dove turned out to be the memories of Sakura, the daughter of Joachim and Yuli, after whom m.o.m.o had been modeled. In the world of m.o.m.o's subconscious, Junior re-experienced his memories of when he had been a part of the URTV forces, his first meeting with Sakura, the days of training with Albedo and Negredo. A flood of memories drove Junior's heart into a greater and greater disarray. Finally, Albedo appeared before Junior and tormented over his betrayal of his comrade. Junior exploded in anger towards Albedo for hurting m.o.m.o and was unable to control his red dragon power. Seeing the two brothers, Junior and Albedo, fighting each other in their own flesh and blood, m.o.m.o began to resonate with Sakura's consciousness, who had been sleeping within m.o.m.o's subconscious domain, and finally awoke. But that, in fact, was Albedo's true objective. With awakening m.o.m.o's consciousness, the Y data leaked out, and Albedo finally obtained what he had sought so long. With the Y data in hand, Albedo restored the passage to Old Milsha, unlocking the sealed-away planet to complete his personal objective. Learning upon the disturbance in Milshan space and the restoration of Old Milsha, the immigrant fleet, as well as the Galaxy Federation government, began invasion operations to recover the original Zohar that lay on Milsha. Milshan space was in disarray, filled with a multitude of hopes and ambitions. To quell the chaos, the second Milshan representative Helmer commissioned the Kukai Foundation to guard the Zohar. Junior and the others accepted Helmer's request, and together with Jin and Canaan, put into action a plan to reach old Milsha in the Elsa. Hi, there's my husband. There he is. Meanwhile, with the declaration of state of emergency in Milshan space, Xion was called back to Vector headquarters, the Damarong. Nephilim appeared before her once again. To fulfill her promise to Fabronia, Xion stole the spacecraft Dina from the Damarong hangar and headed for Milsha with Alan. I have no idea how this woman did not lose her job. I really don't know how she did not lose her job, honestly. Just casually stealing a spacecraft and then they accept her back, no issue. Actually, no, she got in trouble. The Missing Year series explain that. On their way to Milsha, Xion and Alan were suddenly attacked by unidentified mobile weapons and found themselves in a hopeless situation against their overwhelming power. To save Xion, kos-mos once again started up under her own will. Is this your playthrough for episode 3? Nope, Mars, it's not my first one. But my first one's been it was years ago. This is my first time as an adult. So I might actually understand things better. But I'm actually reading this for anybody new coming in. Hi Lux, how are you? To save Xion, kos-mos once again started up under her own will. With the power of kos-mos and the Dina, Xion and Alan escaped their predicament and met up with the Elsa on its mission. The two groups joined forces. Landing on Milsha, the party fought off the Utic organization's persistent attacks. Headed straight for Labyrinthos. When they arrived at its core, they saw the original Zohar before them, as well as Udu, its control system, with Fabronia's sisters attached inside. Power of Udu, Hoodoo, Udu! Anyway, the twisted forms of Cecily and Kaith were being kept alive as mere part of the system. Xion reacted with shock at the sight. The leader of the immigrant fleet, Patriarch Sergius, appeared before them and declared that all of this was the sake of Ormus's rule. Then they used the system to activate the Zohar. Hi, Crimson! There was no way to stop the Zohar besides destroying the system, but that meant the death of Fabronia's sisters. As Xion was overwhelmed with despair, the image of Fabronia once again spoke gently to her. Xion understood Fabronia's words and ordered kos-mos to destroy the system to free Fabronia's sisters from their curse. But even destroying the system did not stop the Zohar, and the Patriarch brought about the revival of Proto-Omega. The Omega system appeared, destroying Milsha. The Galaxy Federation fleet was wiped out, completely helpless against Omega's overwhelming destructive power. To destroy this giant system, Xion and the others penetrated Omega using the Elsa. That could have been worded differently, but okay. That could have been worded differently. The party faced off the Patriarch in the center of Omega. Then, Albedo appeared before them. Albedo tried to take the Zohar from the Patriarch, but he was defeated by Proto-Omega's overwhelming power and faded away into nothingness. Junior was filled with rage at seeing his other half killed before his eyes, but faced with the fearsome power the Patriarch had obtained, could do nothing but watch. Yeah, we beat up the space boat. Patriarch laughed, calling them nothing more than insects, and moved to destroy Second Milsha to demonstrate his godlike power. However, Proto-Omega was shut down. The testaments appeared before the bewildered Patriarch. To retrieve the Zohar from the Patriarch, the testaments destroyed him along with Proto-Omega. Xion's group was confused as to the testaments' intent. The testaments ignored the party completely and revived Albedo, allowing him to finally fulfill his wish of contacting Udu. The space-time anomaly brought about by the contact of Albedo and Udu swallowed up Milshan space and slowly began to spread out through the cosmos. Haven't we destroyed enough Milshas? I think so. I think we have. To settle things with Albedo, Junior set out alone into the space-time anomaly. A sad conflict between brothers was resolved with the destruction of Albedo. The Kirschwazzers gently nestled up to Albedo's lingering consciousness as it gradually dissipated. With his cherished desires fulfilled, Albedo faded away in satisfaction. Though it had only been a brief moment, Junior had been able to touch his heart. He quietly looked on as Albedo, his brother, and other half, passed on. The space-time anomaly receded. The original Zohar that had drifted at its center was swallowed up by a giant gnosis, Abel's Ark, and was again lost. In his office, aboard the Damarang, Wilhelm watched over the events. Chaos, quietly but firmly, made his intentions clear to Wilhelm. Hearing his words, Wilhelm simply smiled. Alrighty, and that's... Oh, shoot. Not again. And those are the recaps. Those are the recaps of episode 1 and episode 2. Welcome to the... Welcome to episode 3. To pave the way for Udu's revival, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. Okay, La Habrea. La Habrea is... Oh my god, wait. La Habrea is a testament. What color testament would La Habrea be? Red? No, maybe he'd be Voyager's color. I need to commission this fan art now. Oh my god, wait. Wait. I need to commission some, the beige testament. Okay, I need to write this down so I can commission someone. But welcome again, everybody. Episode 3 is a long time coming. I know I finished, like, episode 2 back in, like, what, November, December? And so now we're in February. We're in April now. And now we're gonna play episode 3! Huzzah! I'm really excited. Updates from the last time we played Xenosaga. I got a new upscaler, so I honestly think the new upscaler is a little bit better, like a little bit, but actually it's probably a lot better than the older one, so yay for upgrades! But it also didn't cost me an arm and a leg, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, episode 2 does take some digesting, and I did read some of the fan translation of Ziggy's story. The ones that, like, 100 years before Xenosaga, Piper, something like that. So I did read some of it, not all of it, but it's really sad so far from what I was reading. Really sad, because I know what happens at the end. Yeah, that one, thank you, Crimson. Yeah, I'll post the link for people as well. I was linked a really good translation. And I want as many people to see it as possible. Simply because, like, that's like the one piece of, like, Xenosaga media that we don't really have access to now because it was a mobile game and they don't make that game anymore. It's not on modern cell phones. It's on, like, this is a Japan only one, so I will share that after. Remind me. Alrighty, without further ado, we're gonna unlock a special feature of episode 3 by loading episode 2 clear data. I'm pretty sure I have the correct memory card in. Yes, I do. Episode 2 feature unlocked, earned Shion's vector uniform. Audio input, stereo, that's fine. Subtitles, vibration function, sure. Okay, finish settings. Alright, I'm ready to see my husband. I'm ready. Oh, never mind. Planet m.o.m.o. Also, how's the sound? Is the sound okay? Aha! It's the necklace. Very familiar necklace. Yeah, there's a retelling of Xenosaga 1 and 2 in a single mobile game. It was written by the team who wrote episodes 1 and 3. It's supposed to be some fix of episode 2, but it was never a full translation. I know when they did the DS version of Xenosaga 1 and 2, they did fix some stuff. I was hoping that it would get a North American release. Yeah. Some of the character portraits are wild though. Wait, what do you... I need to look. It's baby Kevin! And he watches his mom turn into a gnosis. Oh no. Do you remember what's his name from 2, Richard? Oh yeah, Richard and that other guy, yeah. He was in episode... Yeah. You Google his portrait, it's unexpected. I am afraid now, I'm actually... Of course. If we didn't already know, the kid from the last scene was Kevin, the way that they planned these scenes would tell you.
Things are going smoothly.
Hello, sir.
You're as friendly as ever. Well, you sure are pulling out the big guns. Do we really need this thing?
Apparently so.
The space-time anomaly 15 years ago took place in an incomplete fashion. We must correct the errors.
These errors, yeah. The 6 degrees of Kevin Winnicott.
So, you knew all along.
And when you've played these games for so long and you know these voices, it's like, really? Like, did you really try to hide who these people were?
You're one scary guy. I bet you can't wait to see the look on her face when she finally knows everything.
God. The look on my face when I found out who this guy was and how stupid I felt the first time. I was like, man. Hashtag it's all his fault. Someone I know actually wrote a really good, like, I'll say it's a Discord essay. Because, they gave a really good explanation for Kevin's actions.
She smells good.
Virgil, you are still very weird.
I've fallen in love already.
Get away from the grave. Get away from the coffin. Hello? 6 feet away. Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Oh my god. Okay. How long do you think I can stall?
Yuki, you didn't tell me that they had macrophages deployed. What the hell have you been doing? Take it easy. I checked it out the best I could. It's not my fault.
The thing is, when I first played, I was kind of in denial of his identity. I thought it might be a red herring, as it were.
Concentrate on supporting me instead of making excuses.
Yeah, I can get that. I understand that, Mars. Hi, Doctors.
Doctus.
3 at 7 o'clock. You got it?
Husband!
Yeah, I'm on it.
Husband! There he is! I love him. Shion deploying the trademark Uzuki charm. The Promised Land! Thank you.
That was incredible, Canaan. The way you maneuvered that Ames was unbelievable.
We don't have time for that kind of thing, Miyuki. Has anything come up on the scanner yet?
Nope, nothing came up on the scanner. You know, I would love
hope
that.
You understand what we're after poses a considerable threat to Vector. I'd appreciate you taking the situation more seriously.
Exactly. I don't care if you get yourself killed. Just don't take us down with you.
All right, fine. Why is everyone picking on me?
Because you're not being serious, Miyuki.
Well, is this it, Miyuki?
Confirming coordinates.
Perfect.
Yep, perfect. No doubt about it. This
Justice
is
for
Vector's
Miyuki.
S-line division.
It's okay, we all bully Shion, so...
Then the top secret data we want is just ahead.
If Shion gets redemption, Miyuki will too.
I'll handle backup. You three take care of the rest.
You're not gonna help, Doctus?
Don't depend on others to do everything for you.
Usus magister est
I
optimus.
am not gonna comment on that, Shion. I am not gonna comment on that. Like, huh?
Hurry. I want to be as far from here as possible when our pursuit arrives.
Whatever you say, Makoto Helba Kusadagi. Wait, is that the same voice actress?
I know.
Oh, I have to look up the voice cast because I know they changed Canaan's voice actor to Steve Blum. I forgot to tell you, in order to successfully carry out this mission, I made a note of the information you should know ahead of time. Please access the database is located here. Of course I go here first. A special enhanced memory model Realian on loan. See, Canaan knows how to speed. Speed is of the essence. He didn't even take the time up to zip up his jumpsuit. He never does. He's gonna get cold. Canaan, zip up the flight suit. You're gonna get cold, sweetie. You're gonna get cold. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn is Doctor's. Ooh, okay. Thank you for being prepared. I actually wanted to add a lot more data files to it, but I didn't think you could even process all of them, so I stopped. I'll send the rest over after this mission is over. There's quite a few, so I'll send them in chunks. All right, let's go. Vector S-line division. All right, this is the save point. Coming into contact, coming into contact will recover my HP and EP. I can save my current progress by saving circle. Database update. Saving to the physical memory card. Seeing this game at one of the collectible shops I frequent, priced at $350 before tax, made me cry. I can't go any further. It's probably faster if I just destroy this than find another route. Anything can be destroyed. Anything that can be destroyed will be locked on automatically, so just press square. Okay. There's 2 breakable objects to... There we go. When there's multiple, switch between them with L1, R1. Okay. Better think about the order. It's middle. And then top. And then bottom. I remember this puzzle. Yeah. Canaan is consistently perturbed in this game. It's understandable. He was supposed to be the new badass pilot of episode 2, and he gets shown up by chaos and spends 14 years trying to unlock the zip file in his head. Honestly, yeah. I love him. He's my favorite character. There's money in this game! God, thank fucking God. This is the segment address. I guess they exist even here. Can't open it. He got stuck with that zip file because of Jin. I feel like he could have done really cool stuff in episode 2, though. I should have. I'm gonna go this way. I think there's stuff. There's treasure. I'm gonna see how much of this chapter I can go off through just memory alone before I look up a guide again. I'm actually really sad. I purchased a physical guide for episode 3 when I first got this game, but it's with my parents, so I wasn't able to get it from them. But the written guides still exist on GameFAQs, so I can just look it up if I don't remember. Okay, so here... Okay, this puzzle. So this is the latest security checkpoint in Sector 1. According to Miyuki, the security is disengaged by color input. Okay, so white, yellow, blue, red. White, yellow, blue, red. White. White. Yellow. Blue. Red. Oh. Okay. Hearts, stars, diamonds, clovers, balloons! Oh my gosh. Alrighty, let's get to the next sector. Oh man. I'm just thankful these puzzles and these mini games aren't the same as like the Final Fantasy VII ones. I am so happy. I'm so ecstatic. But did I remember to equip the Chrono Cross? Do I even have that on hand? Oh wait, was that a... Vector uniform! Oh wait, was that a joke? Did that just fly over my head? Okay, no time for being a coward. Better get into contact and destroy it before it knows. Oh, development team joke. Got it.
Don't underestimate me!
Alright, explanation of character turn order and enemy icons. Because this battle system is completely different from the previous one. Well, hello, Miss Vector, right? Like, look at her. Okay, character turn order. You can confirm the character turn order with the icons on the upper left of the screen. Characters take turns turns starting from the left. The enemy icons indicate the enemy type. B, biological, mechanical, or gnosis. This enables you to select the attack most effective against each type. Hi, Wild Seven Knights. I know. We're about to control Canaan, though. For more detailed explanation, please view the tutorial in the database. I'm going to miss their specialized ether attack things, folks. How dare you! Hi, Sen! Welcome in! How dare you hit Canaan! How dare you! Yeah, it's definitely completely different from like 2. Okay, alright. What? Is he bringing a gun to a fight?
It'll only take 3 minutes.
Will it only take 3 minutes? Why is he bringing a knife to a machine fight? I don't know. Canaan does what he wants. Using boost, holding down R1, R2 during battle will cause the boost menu to appear. Pressing the buttons square, triangle, or circle that corresponds to your character during this time will activate the boost. Characters may use their special attacks by consuming boost. Attack type. Special attacks may gain levels after multiple uses, enabling them to do more damage. If you finish off the enemy with a special attack, the finishing strike will occur and the experience, skill points, and credits will be increased by 1.5 times. For more further detailed explanation, please view the tutorial in the database. I know he said it'll take 3 minutes to finish this battle, but honestly, with me reading this, it feels like it's not. But anyway, this is the most unflattering flight. It is! And I'm mad about it! Like, couldn't you give him a cooler flight suit? Like, come on! Come on! Why would you do this to my husband? This is my one chance to be a badass. Don't get in my way. He's only in this chapter. I'm so mad. I can only control him here. I'm so mad. I'm gonna boost him. At least give me a crit hit, man.
Okay, good job.
The episode 1 outfit looks really good in this style. Back attack.
Here I go.
Explanation for back attacks. Coming into contact with an enemy from behind will result in a back attack. It occurs and the enemy's action is delayed by 1 turn and your critical hit rate increases. This also occurs when an enemy encounters you from behind, so be careful. For a more detailed explanation, please view the tutorial in the... Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. No, I didn't take a screenshot! Screenshot. Wait. I didn't take a screenshot. Do not perceive me, everybody. Do not. Screenshot. Where's my screenshot button? Source. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, there we go. Perceive. Stop. You don't understand. Anytime I look for a fan art of this guy, he's not there. There's no fan art of him. I don't understand. Okay, maybe you all do. Maybe you do. He was supposed to kill the Miyuki. Oh my god, wait, no. Oh no! screenshot of him. Please. 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 Name. Back attack.
Shion, take care of the rest.
Can you make Canaan party lead? I can try. Huh? No! I didn't that screenshot. Ah! Canaan required heat. Excuse me? Excuse me? Huh? I'm gonna have to read the definition of that ability. Canaan equals adult Kyo from Fruits Basket? Oh no. No. Oh. No. What? Miyuki, my girly, hello! Oh, I'm not collabing. Oh my god. But everybody, check out Miko Mikio's stream. You should check out her stream. She's cool. She's one of my friends. I got to play Animal Crossing with her last night. It was really fun. Hi, Kieran. Oh my god, did you just show up? Oh my god, I hope you didn't hear what I just said. Okay. What? Formation. Alrighty, let's find out if he can be party lead. Oh, no, I can... No! Extra characters cannot be set as party lead. Fuck you! Hey! Let me... Ah! Let me set him as a party lead! No! No! This isn't fair! It's not fair! I'm sad.
Emotional damage!
It's true. Emotional damage is correct. Nightwalker, combat suit. Nothing. Weapon, Nightwalker.
I'm a guy. Thank you, whoever.
What? This is correct. I am going to die forever. We're never going to leave this chapter. We're never going to leave this chapter. So this is Sector 3. Vector's S-Line division is comprised of 5 sectors, so I guess we're at the halfway point. Let's hurry. No. I'm going to milk this dungeon for as long as I can. Oh, go this way. Actually, try to get lost, so I stay here as long as I can. Press the red shining button, because that's what we're supposed to do. Oh my god. Press the switch, unfortunately, yes. Go get this treasure chest. Is there anything around the corner? Special item acquired to update file 01. Is there any? Oh, hi!
It'll only take 3 minutes.
It'll only take 3 minutes. I don't know about that. Okay, and then... Boost. Is there a guard? There's guard, right? Yeah, there's... Okay. Attack!
Not a chance.
Yes! Not me trying to take screenshots. Scrap iron. $1 billion for anti-gravity architectures, not 1 cent for safety railings. They can get sued for that, I feel like. Go this way. Oh, hi! Hello! That... I am so sad. They gave him such a flat ass. Like, come on! That's not fair. Oh my god! Okay, I'll hydrate. That's the worst!
No problem.
Even Miyuki's got a bit of a curve. Come on! Lunar Blade and Lightning Blast. Okay. Some enemies are transferred when objects are destroyed. I better be careful if I'm low on health. Press this button. Press the switch. I have no idea where that goes. Oh, over here. Okay. I have trust issues. I think something's gonna pop up. Oh, okay. Never mind. Antidote. Okay. 1 hour in and it's the first Xenosaga puzzle. Hi, Ojibaru. Yeah, it's the first. It's the first. Where the... I have trust issues. Is this gonna have a monster? No. It's the first puzzle and everybody has to hear me talk about Canaan's ass. Or lack thereof. The flight suit is the most unflattering thing in this party right now, and I'm really sad about it. I am very, very sad. No. I will go this way. There's still a treasure chest somewhere. No safety rails. What if we were able to fall here? Like, come on. Game over. Mission over. Mission incomplete. Up this way, around here. Down here to the purple ones. Ah, enemies.
Don't underestimate me!
What is Lunar Blade? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have you guard me. Oh, what's this? Set enemies to... Oh! The heat ability is just aggro. Aggro stuff. It's just aggro. Oh, I made him the tank. Okay, this is fine. If I maybe I'll just make him a gunblade. Yeah, a gunbreaker N14. I say this because yes, I made an alt already. Are you surprised? No. You shouldn't be. guarding, just so then he can just heal him.
Not a challenge.
There we go. What's behind this? Treasure chest. Ooh, revive. Okay, I need that for the boss, the eventual boss battle. Press the switch. Yes. Oh, thank God, I don't have to go all the way around. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning into the Xenosaga stream. I am getting through the first puzzle. This is the very first dungeon. I think I go here. This is like floor 3, I think. Oh, there's one more treasure chest. Oh. There's one more. How do I get there? No, 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 I must get the other one. There's still a pathway. Okay, so it has to be... No, I'm not gonna look up a guide, or I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, we must get over there. Oh, it's all the way over there, yeah. This cannot be the most efficient floor layout. No, it's not. Absolutely, it's not. Oh my God, I'm a silly butt. It's literally the first... I have to go all the way around. Okay, give me a second. They literally said, like, it was Allegan by design! Hello, Bahamut. I hope you're doing well. It actually does remind me of, like, Allegan design. I was doing, what was it, the Ethereal Chemical Research Facility the other day. Oh, enemy!
Get in my way and you'll pay for it!
Ready. We're gonna heal Canaan. Oh, Canaan's already full health, yeah. Yes, that's what this place reminds me of. Yeah, like right before the final boss when you're fighting like m.o.m.o. and La Habrea. Definitely, yeah. It has that distinct ambiance of etched metal and terrible mistakes. Yes, yes, it does. It definitely does. Yuki will hit this, yeah. I'm gonna use this again because I want us to go. Seriously?
Ether drive.
That bit always reminded me of the collector ship in Mass Effect 2. Ooh, okay. I never played the Mass Effect series, but I have friends who really enjoyed the Mass Effect series.
Not a challenge.
And they're like, yeah, we don't talk about it after 3. And I'm like, rightfully so. Ooh, money! Money, money, money! Money! Alrighty, now we exit this floor. And we go all the way around to the purple, to the red, down to the blue, and up the way. Bum, 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 bum. That's what I'm thinking of. Bum 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 bum. Alright, level 4. Ooh, ugh, everything's orange. This is like Pandemonium 3. Why is it so orange? I liked Mass Effect Andromeda. As a Mass Effect game, it's a disappointment, but as a quirky, clunky space opera, I had a lot of fun. So if you separate the fact that it's from the Mass Effect series then, but as like a standalone? Okay, okay. Alrighty, it's the guard system again. Might as well use the trap I just got. The trap is a long-range control type, so I'll need to set it and then detonate it. Oh, and then let's... I'll know how many traps I have in my stock by the icons on the bottom of the screen. That should make my battle strategy. Oh, you should just let me set it down.
It'll only take 3 minutes.
If you enter battle while a trap is in effect, you'll receive a boost bonus, increasing your boost count by up to 3. If you touch an enemy while they're caught in a trap, you'll have the initiative at the start of the battle. When you have the initiative, the player character's actions will have priority. Let's see. Ooh, special. Whoa. Oh, thanks for the lurk, Bahamut! Have a good night! Oh, what is this? Short-range physical attack? Oh, I don't have... What? How come you don't have EP? That's... That's not fair.
No problem.
Why do you give me an EP attack and then not give me Aether points? How is that fair? Back attack. I'm not gonna use your special. What is this? Why can't I use it? Son of a... Why did they give me an ability and then tell me, oh, you can't use it? That's not fair. Scrap iron. More scrap iron. I'm just gonna run into every single one and get experience points.
It'll only take 3 minutes.
I want to see what this attack is. Do I have a special attack? No, he doesn't have a special.
Not a challenge.
No, I missed a screenshot. That was a good screenshot. Oh, I know why. I ran out of EP because I used T. That's right.
Here I go.
Oh, yes. Oh, I can boost as my turn is ending now. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yes.
Not a challenge.
Okay, I may need to stop and take a break.
You are deserving of reward.
Thanks, Son and Valor. Hello, good evening. I hope you're doing well.
Here we go!
How are you? Alrighty, I'm gonna have them...
shot challenge.
Oh. Thanks for the head pats. Yeah, good evening. We're playing Xenosaga episode 3. Yes! Aether pack. Uses it on Canaan. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a save point soon. When I get to the save point, I will take a quick break. Also, how long have I been playing? Oh, an hour and 16 minutes? Okay. Alrighty, we're moving to level 5. The boss battle should be soon. Okay, we made it now. Here's the hard part. Okay. Oh, I should have saved that. Okay. Alrighty. I am going to use the restroom really quick, so I will be right back. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay. BRB. Alrighty, I'm back. We're gonna save once again, because that's how we roll. Actually, I'll make another save file in case I need to go back. Oh. I'm kind of sad I can't, like, look around.
Second Milsha main server room ahead. Access to the main server is currently restricted. All security must be disengaged in order to log in. Secondary security must be disengaged first in order to disengage primary security. Disengaging secondary security.
Oh, whoa, okay. And over here...
Disengaging secondary security.
That's Miyuki's voice actress, isn't it? This one...
Disengaging primary security.
Yeah, that's gonna make an orb. This is all reassuringly non-ominous. Totally not gonna be a problem. It's a very cool design, yes.
Logging into the main server.
Those cubes remind me of Nier. I've never seen security so disengaged. We've made it to Sector 5, main server room. I wonder how much information is processed here. But this is only the local server from Milshan space. What exactly is the UMN that's laid out throughout the star cluster? Oh, the current mission objective is to acquire the top secret data. Let's access it through the terminal. Press the switch? Yes. There's so many. That's a lot of data, it is. Definitely lots of data.
Keep watch.
Keep watch.
Canaan, please start the data backup.
I'm already on it. Don't screw up, now that we've made it this far.
I know. But will this really expose Vector's crimes?
Miyuki, do you understand what this UMN really is?
What is it, Shion?
It's a wide area network system or something, right?
A wide area information network system with non-local connections. Its characteristics enable warp travel and light speed communication.
An exemplary answer. But do you think that's really all there is to it?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, Shion?
A wide area network that connects our star cluster. But who built it and when? Who established the gate jump columns? For that matter, what division of Vector even handles the base theory development?
And Canaan goes to the head of the class. Yes, he has a lot of data in that head of his.
Exactly.
No one knows.
Because no one established it or built it. It was already there. We just use it as if we invented it.
That's nothing more than your own conjecture. I'll give you credit for your vivid imagination, but you have no proof.
Now's not the time to be arguing about this, though.
He's right. Don't you think you're jumping to conclusions?
He has more data in his head than he knows what to do with it. He does.
I hope so.
Even data he doesn't even know about.
If I'm wrong, everyone can live in peace. But we need to make sure. We need to know what they intend to accomplish with the UMN. What their ultimate goal is.
Huh? Xion, there's something weird.
Something? I've told you time and again to make precise reports.
Well, there's a strange fluctuation in the particle. It started about 300 seconds ago. Looks like a fractal pattern.
300 seconds ago? That's enough time.
Someone or something's trying to interfere with us.
Is it a pursuit craft or the cyber surveillance system?
No. There hasn't been any physical contact from macrophages. And there's no sign that our jamming of the surveillance network has been broken. It's like someone's watching. No, studying us.
Studying us? Who? Why?
There's no way for me to tell.
How's that data coming?
Just a little more.
Hurry! It's dangerous to stay here much longer.
Whoa. I'm gonna die.
Xion, I think it's a little too late for that now.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Big
Xion,
boy.
take care of the rest.
Break and target control. Beneath each character's name is their break gauge. When a character is hit by attacks, break damage accumulates. When the gauge hits 100%, that character enters break state and is unable to act for 2 turns. Unable to act, unable to use boost, evade, or defend, increased chance of getting struck or critical hits. When choosing a target to attack, the enemies aim for party members with low health, putting the party in a dangerous situation. Random, take action freely. HP killer, aim for characters with low HP. Break killer, aim for break status. Healer killer, aim for healer character. In those situations, you can protect your allies by using the Aether Heat. Control the enemy's target selection. For more detailed explanation, please view the tutorial in the database. Excuse me, sir, are you the system administrator?
Just give it to me.
Okay, ooh, what does this do? See what this does. Oh! Uses another critical hit. That was a lot of punch. We're gonna do that again. Ow. Lunar Bleed. How much health do you have? You have a lot more health than... Oh, yeah, this is definitely a boss battle. Haha, you missed! Let's see, Lunar Blade. Can I just keep boosting? I do like that voice line though. Time to end this. What is that? Oh, gross. Although I do need to leave one. His brake gauge is half. Okay, I will heal you simply because he'll keep attacking you. Wow, look at that crit! Attack, lightning blast. Okay, the lightning's not very effective. But you are dizzy now. Break. Wow. So much damage. Why does it want to take long? Ooh, okay, Miyuki needs some help.
Ether drive.
Bad breath. Delay wing.
Ether drive.
Player boost. Ooh, thank you for guard. Ectoplasm. Ooh, okay. Xion needs some help.
Ether drive.
I want him to be the last hit. In case he gets a victory pose. Ow! It's true, sometimes Xion needs help making healthy choices. This is true.
Not a challenge.
No, no, ah! Rewind! Uh-oh. Ghosts are here. Uh-oh.
Xion, we're getting out of here. Realian, you're with me.
Transfer ES.
My name's Canaan. You should remember that by now.
Sorry, didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I don't waste brain power on trivial things.
He has suppressed emotions, though.
Gonna be a little bumpy. Hold on tight.
She's not even buckled in!
Xion.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's... I'm sorry, Miyuki. Oh! That was Abel!
No. Don't shoot.
Miyuki, hurry up, disconnect now.
And that was the plot twist. Welcome to Xenosaga Episode 3. It was an encephalon dive. Xion was on vacation all along.
That one was a little too close for comfort.
Are you alright, Shion? Whoa, you look pretty sexy.
Miyuki, you're starting to sound like a dirty old man.
Well, we completed our mission.
Although someone made it more complicated than it should have been.
Oh, come on, Shion. I promise it won't happen again.
Anyway, how's the data? Don't tell me we lost it in the end.
I forgot that Miyuki is still employed by
It's
Vector.
fine. The backup completed with 0.002 nanoseconds to spare.
Why a swimsuit? I don't know.
Good.
She's on vacation.
Not bad. Former chief of Vector's first division. You and your brother are both good.
The translation method was sloppy and a bit lagging, but thanks to you, we made it.
I'm going to start analyzing the backed up data. I'll let you know if I find anything, along with that other thing you asked.
Thanks.
Start the data transfer, Realian.
My name is Canaan.
You seem to have a defect in your memory.
Errare humanum est.
Shion, you weren't mad, are you?
No, everything turned out all right. I don't make a habit of fussing over details.
Oh, good.
No, it's not good.
No, it's not
I'm
good.
sending you text on basic structure later, and I want you to answer them.
Aw, again?
Your method is unable to adapt to the language because you skipped the basics during assembly.
Yes, ma'am. Shion, is what we are doing really okay?
You're asking me now? You're the one who demanded we let you help.
I mean, well, what we're doing is a crime.
Yes, but that
Technically
was
speaking.
before the Gnosis terrorism. We know that the Gnosis phenomenon is symbiotically linked to the UMN.
I don't make a habit of fussing over details, lied Shion shamelessly.
So the UMN, as it stands now, is dangerous.
1
Just
year
like Dr.
after
said,
episode 2.
Gnosis may not have been called by Professor Mizrahi.
Mizrahi. Gnosis may not have been called by Professor Mizrahi. Keep note of this, everybody. Keep note of this line.
And the UTIC organization, or even the immigrant fleet.
You keep note of this very, very, very
But
scene
rather
right here.
Vector, the constructor of the UMN. If that's true, there may be an ulterior motive in Kos-mos'
Kos-mos'
development as well.
Is that why you're having Scientia investigate the Miltian conflict? Because your father might have been involved?
Yeah. Have a good night, son. Thanks for hanging out.
I don't know for certain. But I think someone has to do something. And I don't want Kos-mos to suffer.
I'm at the soup store! Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
I think the crew of the Elsa would shop at the soup store. What do you think? They drag poor Alan to the soup store.
You quit the company without any hesitation, so I thought you'd be over it by now.
It takes a lot of courage to renounce everything you've worked for.
Anyway, if there's any developments over here, I'll let you know.
Right. But be careful.
It would be something they would cook, yes.
You're in more danger than the rest of us since you are where you are.
The Elsa crew cares more about Alan than Shion. They
Oh,
do.
Shion, stop trying to scare me.
Nephilim, you're still...
Alan is a soup store regular. He has a punch card and everything. He's got a rewards card, yes.
That's happening a lot lately. I wonder if I'm just worn out.
If you're seeing red like that, Shion, no, that's not normal at all. Aldea Island! Why couldn't this place be playable in the first 2 games? Each episode. Oh, I'm like, can I pick this up? I've been playing so much Animal Crossing that I'm like, oh, shiny thing, can I pick it up? Running in the water. We'll find the limitations of this, this section. Oh, did I go up here? Did I go up here? I cannot go this way. Yes, it's... I go through here. Look out that way. Altia Island. Where else can I? These are gonna ruin her shoes. Nope, can't go that way. Can't go that way. Go that way, okay. Walk around. No? No? Okay, can't go that way. Oh. Wait, why am I destroying coconuts? Zoinks, hello! Hi Rose, how are you? Oh, save point. Okay. You have the mango monster next to you? Aww. Alrighty, it has been 1 hour and 6 minutes of playtime. I know, those shoes have walked over Gnosis innards for hours. A little ocean water will be fine. Just a little bit. The heck? Okay. Oh, this way? There's incoming mail from the residential PC. I wonder who it's from. She's been living on this island. Press square. Circle? Oh, this way. Open the mail. Open it right now. It's Alan!
I guess it's been a while, Chief.
There he is.
Actually, this is pretty difficult to tell you, but... At a staff meeting a few days ago, they officially decided to cancel First Division's kos-mos development project. Actually, it's being transferred to the military, so the project itself isn't going away. But the military is going to oversee the development of a new model. So the kos-mos unit development will come to a close at the end of this month. Togashi and I have the misfortune of being transferred to the military along with it.
The misfortune.
The decision was sudden, so we're all scrambling to organize the data we've accumulated. Though all of us are pretty down since you've left.
Aww.
So, now I'm on 5th Jerusalem, where the project is being transferred to. Would you like to come and visit us? Everyone misses you. I'm sure even kos-mos. Well,
Aww.
She's antisocial as usual, so I don't know what she thinks, but I bet
he sounds like a dad
too.
When he says that. Like, well, I don't know what she thinks, but I bet she misses you too.
I'll await your answer. I hope to see you soon, Chief. Or flower of First Division?
Well, he's certainly learned how to talk smoothly.
I wonder how long it took him to write that and script it out.
I can't believe it's been 6 months already.
Chief, wait, calm down. Please, tell me why...
Miyuki helped him? Most likely.
Weren't you listening to what I just said?
I was listening. I heard what you said, but what do you mean you're quitting?
Quitting?
Upper management has yet to make a decision.
I can't just stay on as chief like nothing happened after causing an incident like that.
You mean the Gnosis terrorism, right? It was that Grimoire guy who caused it.
They did not explain this because I didn't have access to a missing ear.
There's
So I didn't
no
understand who
reason
the
for you
Grimoire
to take
guy was.
responsibility for it. You haven't been accused of anything yet. You don't have to resign.
Kos-mos will be sealed and placed under observation, and I'm responsible for it. It may be irresponsible to leave in the middle of development, but I can't stay at Vector.
She's only being sealed temporarily, and... Wait, Chief.
Alan, please take care of Kos-mos and everyone.
Please, give it a second thought.
I'm sorry.
Chief.
A female form?
There he is. There's Kevin.
Yes. Since ancient times, women always healed people's hearts and granted them hope.
But there've been a lot of men who were healers, too.
Historical records have always been compiled from a male point of view. And besides, men are creatures capable of nothing but destruction and conquest. It's important to choose a female form when it's going to be a creator or protector. Did I say something strange?
How old were they when this conversation
No,
happened?
it's just funny to see you with a gentle expression while you lecture with such intensity.
Were they already lovers at this point? Or were they just still
Really?
work colleagues? I want to know. A female robot is a man's
Why
right.
did you decide to make Kos-mos, Kevin? Is it to protect humanity?
Mars! Why did you decide to make kos-mos, Kevin? Is it to protect humanity?
Well,
Question. Did I say something strange? Only when your mouth is open. Oh my god.
it's true that Gnosis are a grave threat to mankind's existence. So wanting to protect people from that threat is part of it. But more than that, there's something much stronger inside me.
Stronger?
Everything exists for a reason. If the Gnosis represents a truth we haven't known before, then I want to know what that is.
And he also doesn't want anybody he cares about to
truth
die
about Gnosis.
while he's powerless. Stop it.
I think that may actually be the shortcut to saving this universe.
I know you can do it, Kevin. You'll build Kos-mos, and you'll find that meaning.
And then he died. So she went on to continue that.
So, they've canceled the project. It's my fault. Kevin would be sad. Everything is unfinished. I'm sure even Kos-mos won't be satisfied.
I don't know about that, she.
No, I'm the one who's not satisfied. I can't go on leaving things unfinished like this. I have to go see Kos-mos.
And we begin chapter 2. Oh. Oh, it's the Damarang, okay. Oh, there he is. Red Testament. Speak of the devil. Oh, the compass looks really cool.
It appears part of the S-Line division data leaked.
It's her handiwork. It seems she's working very hard.
The leak includes information about that program.
It doesn't matter. They have little power. Actually, it's all rather endearing. They think their cage is the entire world.
The slime division?
And they believe they can change it. Let's just watch over them for a while. But enough of that. How did things go at Renlu's chateau? Is everything ready?
Everything is proceeding as planned. The transport to 5th Jerusalem is complete. We are ready for the Zohar project demonstration. Do you intend to leave that location as is?
Yes. Ormus needs a sign that they can see with their own eyes. As long as they have their proof, they will continue to sacrifice themselves to protect their idol. For that is the source of their hope.
Their hope.
There isn't much time left for her as well. Contact with kos-mos has taken its toll on her. You must succeed this time.
I understand. I will tend to her myself.
That's a lot of Jerusalems, that's true.
She emits good wavelength, just as you said.
Thank you.
I don't know if they're talking about...
Save the game?
Xion or someone else. That's a lot of Jerusalems. Yeah, so Earth is considered Lost Jerusalem. And then the 5th one is the capital of the Galaxy Federation, which is where we're going to shortly. Thank you, Miyuki.
This is awful.
Hi, Yuli.
Yes, this battle resulted in the destruction of the 87th Division.
She got so much character development in, like, the second game?
Now the m.o.m.o system has, for all practical purposes, fallen under Ormus' control.
And so, history repeats itself. It's the exact same situation.
And Jerusalems 2 through 4, they don't really talk about them. They don't talk about them. 100 years ago.
As long as people have self-preservation instincts, there will always be conflicts.
I think they also changed the voice actor for Helmer.
The consciousness that makes us who we are is an inseparable part of life.
I know, we've missed her. We stan her.
Only death awaits people who abandon their human nature.
So everything is dictated by the laws of nature? That does sound like you, Helmer. But even that is in danger of being destroyed by the Gnosis, if things continue on like this.
That's what the Zohar project is for. I hear that the tactical warship Merkaba is already complete.
According to the remaining fragments of the Y data, the Merkaba, just like the proto-Merkaba, is a device that existed since ancient times. And Dimitri decided to turn it into a weapon. When Albedo obtained the Y data from Momo's subconscious domain, Dimitri obtained it as well by some unknown method.
I don't understand how they were just like, oh yeah, Dmitry Yuriev is back. Okay, I guess he's going to be cool.
That bastard Dimitri. Who would have thought he would use Joachim's dark relics?
But I guess because he has so much political power in space, where it's just like, oh, I guess we can't get rid of him right now.
This must be hard on you.
I'm more worried about how Momo would feel if she learned about this. I can't bear to see her sad.
You're a good mother.
Well,
she tries her best. Aw, Yuli.
I'm sorry, but I will need you to keep an eye on Dimitri a little while longer.
Isn't this sort of job your specialty?
Perhaps in the past. Now I'm the Miltian representative. I can't make any moves out in the open. Just restraining the Salvatore faction in Parliament keeps my hands full.
You have my sympathy. Farewell.
Are you busy?
Husband!
Canaan. No, it's fine. Have you found any information about the object?
This is what it looks like under the m.o.m.o resonating telescope at maximum magnification. According to the information we obtained unofficially from Vector, this object is called Renlu's Chateau. There's no way to prove this, But apparently, it's a landmass that belonged to Lost Jerusalem.
Belonged to Earth!
Even if, as you say, this is in fact a relic of Lost Jerusalem, why has it appeared now?
Are you busy? I always have time for you, Canaan.
There is also a record of an unusual number of Gnosis appearing in that region of space. m.o.m.o appears interested in it as well. There's likely to be some connection. The only way to obtain more data on it is to make direct contact with the target. What do you propose about assembling an expedition team?
I've already commissioned the Kukai Foundation.
So in episode 1's database, it mentions that Guinan has the ability to subtly hypnotize people with his voice. That's how he and later Yuriev kind of invoke a perception filter. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Like, thinking back on, like, certain scenes in the game.
This isn't public due to the number of m.o.m.o members in the military and parliament.
A wise decision.
Was Shion doing well?
Yes, she seemed fine.
She seemed fine.
Though I'm not sure if I approve of her new associates.
Scientia. Their technical skills are impressive. Vector has been acting suspiciously since the Gnosis terrorism. We'll use anything we can in order to find the truth, even outlaws. Please continue your investigation on the UMN. It must be difficult for you since you were born at Vector. But there's no one else I can ask.
I'm currently under the jurisdiction of the m.o.m.o government. And I've also received orders from Representative Helmer to cooperate with you. Do not worry about me.
Thank you.
Bye. I'll see you soon in a few chapters. Hello, Durandal. And there's Mary and Shelley.
The Parliament and the military both have their hands full dealing with m.o.m.o. And we can't ignore a request from committee member Mizrahi.
Nah, don't worry about it. We're getting bored anyway. It'll be a nice change of pace, right?
That's right. It's unofficial, but we have information that an m.o.m.o fleet is headed there as well.
Either there's something there that m.o.m.o needs, or maybe...
Just because we don't know what it is, doesn't mean they
don't.
Either way, if we make direct contact, we're sure to find out something, right?
I envy your attitude. But I wish you'd think a little more about my position.
Oh well, that's the little master for you.
The matter is surrounded by sensitive political issues. If I could, I'd go with you. But I can't leave 5th Jerusalem for a while. Take care of the place while I'm gone, you two. If he gives you any trouble, don't hesitate to scold him.
You got it.
Understood.
How suspicious that he needs to be there.
Like he really envies me. He's dumped all the hard stuff on us. I'm gonna make him write all the reports when this is done.
Little Master, are you really gonna be okay with just the Elsa? Wouldn't it be a good idea for us to go too?
Don't worry. It's just gonna be a reconnaissance, so Elsa's small size is better suited. Just keep the Durandal in the back for support. Anyway, we've got ESs. There's nothing to worry about.
Little Master, I don't mean to dampen your enthusiasm, but large-scale Gnosis appearances have been detected in that region of space. Please take appropriate caution.
I know. We're almost there. I'll contact you later.
And he never does. Just kidding. He'll be fine. The thing that the
Margulis. I've put Richard and Herman in charge of
Herman, that's the other guy. I couldn't remember the other one's name.
The Federation fleet moving towards Renlu Chateau.
They seem to be highly compatible with the vessels of Anima.
Yes. The Federation will be unable to offer any real resistance against ES craft.
This should keep them quiet for a while.
What's wrong? You're not yourself. Are you feeling sentimental after returning to our homeland?
Pellegrini, what do you see before you? Mictum, the mummified world that spreads before our eyes. This is what is left of the birthplace of Ormus.
A world destroyed 18 years ago. By Federation barbarians who foolishly unleashed the Zohar.
Yes, it is our homeland wiped from the records in order to cover up the Federation's mistakes.
But why are we here now? What lies on this world ruled by death and gnosis? Isn't our goal to return to Lost Jerusalem?
Everything is the will of Lord Heinlein. It is not for us to know. He has stated that this world will rise again. Then it must mean that it will. Already Rennes-le-Château has returned.
The holy land of Rennes-le-Château?
Only because he willed it.
Our cradle, which once existed on Lost Jerusalem, where our blessed saint sleeps.
If the reappearance of the tomb heralds the revival of our homeland, then we must protect our holy land at all costs.
Reporting, sir. A Kukai Foundation vessel is approaching the region in question. It appears to be a Lohengrin-class freighter.
Helmer's dogs. Perhaps I'll meet him again. Prepare the Prodigium for launch. We're going to Rennes-le-Château.
Is Jin with them? I don't remember. I think when Missing Year ended, when episode 2 ended, he was on the Elsa. I think he might have joined them Missing Year. We'll find out in like 2 seconds. Momo's there, Junior's there. Oh, yeah, he's here.
This thing is pretty big.
More like an asteroid than a rock formation.
Take a shot for every different pronunciation of Rennes-le-Château.
Unable to determine mass due to abnormal gravitational
Hey, Goville. What's up?
Still,
How are you?
These values seem to be rather unusual. I didn't think anything this size could cause such a gravitational disturbance.
Gravity roughly 1 g around the object. But that seems rather strange. Wait, what is this?
Whoa! It looks like a large portion of land from somewhere.
It could even be the remains of a destructed planet.
No. The shape of the underside looks too uniform for that. It appears to have been artificially cut away from its original mass.
Multiple unidentified craft are approaching.
Oh,
Tony! Damn it! Is that Ormus? It's
Here
nice
they go.
to greet us.
Wilhelm used a giant ice cream scoop.
Captain, continue your approach to the island to collect data. We can handle these guys ourselves.
Little Master! Now wait just a second!
Is
We'll
he
be
telling us to
fine.
go there by ourselves?
Uh-oh, no!
No way in hell. We don't get any hazard pay.
No! We don't get any hazard pay has to be the best line from that.
I'll give you guys a damn escort. Now go do what you're paid to do.
Oh my god. They need a union! They do. How to attack during ES battles? Yes! There's 3 of them, thank god. Okay, when you select the weapon with which to attack, the energy value will be consumed. The maximum amount of energy displayed on the left side. You may attack consecutively as long as the energy remains. Stingray. Yeah, the ES battles are really good in 3. Ooh, ow. Oof. Who's next? Who's someone attacking next? That one. That one, okay. That way I won't get hit by multiples. Oh, and the best thing? Everybody gets experience points! Yahoo! Literally, everybody. I don't have to, like, rotate them out. Ooh, okay.
How's the Elsa?
It's safe. It's gathering data at coordinates KZ255, Y724.
Okay. Momo and Jin, you go guard the Elsa.
Right.
Roger.
I'm just like...
Enemy reinforcements. They don't know when to give up. How many are there this time?
Just one. And it's after the Elsa.
After the Elsa!
You're in the way. What? Be gone! Well.
I know, I love this m.o.m.o design. It's so cute.
Is that a new model? Momo, stay back! I'll take him down.
No, he's after Jin. There they go.
Black ES. It's agility.
The swordsmanship. Uzuki.
Oh, I got a really good screenshot. I got a really good
I thought that
screenshot.
was you, Colonel. This location must mean a great deal, due to the fact that you've come all this way here to join us.
And what if it does? It's not a phenomenon you can handle, and you'll never understand its meaning. I'm going to send you and your ESs right to your grave.
Oh, boss battle. Okay. Anima awakenings and special attacks. ES crafts are equipped with vessels of anima. Releasing the power of the vessels is called anima awakening. When an attack hits, the gauge at the bottom right fills. When it reaches 100%, the anima levels increase by 1. Select anima once the level has been obtained. This will allow you to perform an anima awakening based on the current anima level. EN is consumed when attacking is reduced. Ability to use one special attack. During anima awakening, the anima command will change to special attack. Selecting special attack will display special attacks of that level of awakening. This command can only be used once per awakening. Once you finish off an enemy with a special attack, a finish strike will occur, just as a character battle.
Let's see how far my blades will go against you.
Oh. Charge. Wait. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, did someone just support my coffee? Ko-fi? Ko-fi? Oh shoot. Whoever that was, thank you! I appreciate you.
I'll show you the difference between me and you.
Oh, take that screenshot. Oh my god. Uh-oh. He's just attacking Jin. I'm gonna heal. Oh my god. Charge. Oh my god. I am thankful that we do have the charge ability here. Can you not? Shotbuster, let's go. Special attack. That looks like a sage weapon.
Please hit.
Go up. Animal like no. Oh. Special attack, Iron Blade. Oh, I forgot how these look. They really did fix everything. Yeah, definitely agree that 3 was
Colonel,
the best of
what is
the
m.o.m.o
series.
so concerned about? What lies asleep in this place?
I have
The quality
else
of
to
life
say to
stuff in this
you. You
game.
should be ashamed of your ignorance. Now it's time for you to die.
Oh, there they go. No Fatal Fight remix.
What's this?
What? m.o.m.o, what's happening?
It's a space-time transfer. An anomaly has manifested around the landmass. Imaginary number values increasing. The phenomenon's surface is rotating in reverse phase.
Except the sound levels on footsteps. I remember them being exceedingly loud. Yeah, they were very, very loud in the first dungeon. Uh-oh. Snap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You won't get away from me that easily. Uzuki?
Is he also? Oh my god!
Do not interfere!
Uh-oh. I forgot about that.
Captain!
Hurry! You must escape!
M.o.m.o, oh my god! M.o.m.o, hello! M.o.m.o? Hello, thank you so much for the follow! I'm sorry if I mispronounced your username. Let me know how I can pronounce your name correctly.
Even if they were able to reach the place, there would be nothing for them to find.
I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for your support on my Ko-fi account.
Already acted. Yes. I have a new task for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you dropping by.
Do you understand?
Yes, Your Eminence.
We're playing Xenosaga Episode 3. Uh-oh. There's the Ormus fleet. Uh-oh, we're stuck.
Unfortunately, we'll have to settle this later. In the meantime, I want you to concentrate on saving your friends. You have got to think of something to help them out at this point. That is, if there is a way to help save their peace.
I've only played the first one as a kid, so this looks quite different. Yes, this is the third one. They definitely... This style definitely fits the series a lot more than the first or second one. They combined what they could from like the first and second game, visually.
Hurry up and reverse the thrusters. That border
And then the
surface
battle
is
system is a lot cooler.
It'll grind this ship to dust.
And then you can control all three. You can control up to three mechs. this time around. I know in the first one you could only control like 2 or 3, but you could like move their positions around.
This ain't happening. This ain't happening.
Damn it, the logical drive is shot. We don't have any power. It's no good. It won't
hold. It won't hold. Yeah. Now you can control 3S. We also added a 4th one, but so 1 still needs to be benched. It would be overkill if we can control 4, honestly. All the ES boss battles would just go by really fast.
Mary, can you locate the Elsa's position?
It's a JRPG. You gotta bench some of your party's status. Yes.
We're on it. Wait a second. How are we? Did you trace it? IFF lost. Unable to determine the Elsa's location.
Were they shot down?
No way. Besides, we didn't detect any explosions.
They got caught in the gravitational field.
Regardless of what happened, we won't be able to learn any more from here. Let's hurry to Little Master's location.
Yeah. Hear that, Little Master? Wait just a little bit.
Yeah, gotcha. Please hurry. Jin, how's it look over there?
I'm afraid the Rubens sensors won't be able to show
us anymore.
We'll have to wait for the Durandal's arrival.
Damn it!
So what they actually found, we actually had the boss battle over the landmass that is from Earth. Lost Jerusalem, as they call it. Oh, I finished chapter 1. Are we gonna see kos-mos now? But to be completely honest with you, this is my 2nd playthrough. I played it years ago. So half the stuff I remember, half the stuff I'm gonna be like, whoa, I don't remember that happening. Yeah, these profile shots are so... I know. Oh, there she goes. There she is. This is Xion. This is her new look. The costume I have on her is her Vector uniform from episode 1. So we'll get to see that in this style shortly. When we're in, like, combat and open world stuff. She's currently leaving 2nd Miltia, and she's going to 5th Jerusalem to meet with Alan and the others because the kos-mos development project is being handed over to the military, and they are discontinuing kos-mos' project.
1 year has now passed since the battle in Old Miltian space. Ever since the Zohar was swallowed up by the giant Gnosis, the Gnosis phenomenon has increased in frequency.
And there she goes explaining it.
We're constantly exposed to its threat. Yet, despite the large number of star systems that have been destroyed by the Gnosis, people continue
Thank you for the posture check.
Refusing to cooperate with each other and engaging in one pointless conflict after another.
Thanks for the hydrate.
I found myself full of questions. I wanted to know more about the immigrant fleet, the organization that was behind the Miltian conflict, as well as the words that were spoken by the patriarch Sergius. He said that the m.o.m.o are the rightful possessors of the Zohar. So I began to investigate. I wanted to know more about the relationship between the Miltian conflict and the Zohar on my own. 6 months ago, I encountered a group of people called Scientia. I was able to obtain their aid as I found myself becoming more and more involved in an incident that revolved around a mysterious program called Lemegeton. It turned out to be a Zohar control program, which was developed during the Lost Jerusalem era. Its creator, Grimoire, continued to wander the m.o.m.o as a mental entity in search of a being. He was searching for Nephilim, the girl in the white dress that has appeared before me countless times. The existence of an organization controlling Grimoire from the shadows came to light. Vector's Special Technology Advancement Division. This department, jointly managed by the government and private industry, had been wiped from the records. But there was no doubt. It had been created by the organization I worked for.
It's explaining the events of A Missing Year.
Also had contact with the UTIC organization, and the UTIC organization was connected with m.o.m.o. But the evidence was concealed, and the truth had been buried away into the darkness.
I'm not sure about the
everything except for one
white text against this yellow-orange background.
I found out the name of the individual who was in the lead position at that time in the management office. When I saw the name, Suo Uzuki, I felt nothing. No surprise, no sadness, and no anger. To be honest, I felt nothing at all. Somewhere in my heart, I think that I must have expected it. All I could feel was a sense of resignation, knowing that the inevitable had finally come to pass. And I decided to quit my job at Vector. The friends I made there, and kos-mos, were the only bonds I had linking me to Kevin. But I couldn't stand being there any longer. Maybe I did it to atone for all of the victims. Maybe it was to strike back at my late father, who had abandoned my mother. No, it wasn't for either of those reasons. It was probably that
She never finishes her thought. Xenosaga 3. Thus spoke Zarathustra. Shion, that's a symptom of intense depression. If you don't feel anything. Anger, sadness. Xenosaga. Will Shion see a therapist? Episode 1, 2, and 3.
There's still some time. I think I'll look around the city.
Does she talk to her brother about all the events during her childhood? No. Also, here's the outfit. It looks better in combat. That starts a conversation between us. There may be people throughout the city who have important things to say, like me. Okay. Man, that's some great machine you've got. Where the heck did you get a machine like that? It doesn't look like a military aims. Who are you? I'm surprised they let her keep Dinah. Alrighty. Shion Uzuki. No unlawful modifications on your craft or illegal. You've been approved for entry to 5th Jerusalem. Please use the orbital elevator to descend to the surface. Yep, there we go. Very loud. Oh, going the wrong way. See that big ship over there? Yeah, it's really big! And it's some view. Oh, that's the Merkaba. It's the core of the monumental project that involves the entire star cluster. And it's here on this planet. If you get the chance to go to town, there's a showroom that explains what the Merkaba is. I've been on the proto-Merkaba. I'm good. Good. You must be Shion Uzuki. We've been expecting you. Mr. Alan Ridgely is waiting for you at the Mobius Hotel. Mobius Hotel is located in the northern part of the 1st Business District. Hello! Welcome, Borrow Trash! Welcome, welcome! Thank you so much for the raid! Hello! I hope you're doing well. What's up? Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How was your day? Let me give you a shout out. Okay. How was Xenoblade Chronicles? Were you playing the new DLC or were you preparing for it? Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you're new here, hi, my name is Reizna. You can also call me Circe. I'm a Snow Leopard VTuber. I play games like Final Fantasy XIV, various other Final Fantasies, and also currently playing Xenosaga Episode 3, also Circe Zarathustra. Also struck Zarathustra, also known as Thus Spoke Zarathustra. This is my second playthrough, but I haven't played this game in years, so I'm replaying it. And my flex with this currently is that I'm actually playing my original physical copy from way back in the day. Playing from a PS2 as well. So there's going to be a few scenes that look a little funky. That's because I'm using an upscaler, yeah. How is the Xenoblade DLC? I haven't actually picked up Xenoblade yet. Simply because, like, I still have an entire backlog to get through. But I've been told that I would enjoy the game. I'm currently replaying the entirety of Xenosaga, and then I will eventually be playing Xenogears as well. And then maybe I will dip my toes into Xenoblade as well. Yeah, so you were playing this? I wanted to show support. Thank you for showing support. The Xenosaga series needs a lot of love, honestly. Every time you say the title, you should hum the theme of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I should learn the theme for next stream. I'll learn the theme for 2001: Space Odyssey. It's so good. I couldn't keep calm. I kept fanboying. Oh, I'm glad that you're having fun.
Stop. Stay back. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Don't touch me. Stop it. Don't talk to me. I refuse to acknowledge you. Stop talking to me.
Canaan. Oh, I think he's being...
Stop it. I won't do what you want.
Crispin Freeman's really good at these roles. He plays both Guinan and Albedo, if I remember correctly.
Dr. Yuriev.
Oh, Citrine, you're alive. I forgot.
Is something wrong? Are you not feeling well?
I'm just having some trouble getting along with my son. I'm fine. Please continue.
Yes, sir. Currently, the operational experiments are underway in the research ward. And the doctor wishes to give you a report.
I wonder where she's been the last 14 years.
Accompany me, Citrine.
In the shadows, trying to survive, I guess. There should be a short story about her. There should be. I don't know if there is. But she just kind of shows back up. She just appears out of, like, I guess nowhere right now. Oh, is that Sellers? Is that Dr. Sellers again? I forgot he exists.
So, you finally decided to come listen to me, Dmitri Yuriev. I see you're as unfriendly as ever, Sellers. I don't have much time. Just tell me the results. You're as bad as Margulis. You commanders are so inflexible. Anyway, the startup experiment has already succeeded. The problem is... What? Look at these values.
The pulse from the temporal lobe is unstable. Perhaps there's a problem in the link with the pilot.
This is based on the prototype recovered from the ruins of Milsha. It was originally calibrated for an Ormus priest, so these results are unsurprising. Same as the power supply. It was designed to match
the original Zohar.
Currently, we're operating it using the spare emulator unit I constructed.
But it's not working.
The output is unstable, and the link with the pilot is poor. Are you saying it won't run?
It won't run.
Exactly the opposite. It generates too much power, and we're unable to stop it. Federation's technicians are no fools, but Ormus is much more experienced in regards to this. If we at least had Vector participating, the outcome might have been a little different. Why did you remove them from the project? The Lamageton incident. I'm sure you're aware they were involved in it. I don't know what he's doing, but I can't allow him to gain top-secret information. What about the alternative you're using in place of kos-mos? Have you determined its origin? It may be
Might be another vector plot.
I have people working on that now. Even if it was, it's still just an anti-gnosis weapon. We'll just use it for our own purpose. Now, give me an update on the macabre.
Plot twist.
No visible
Wilhelm's
problems
everywhere.
with that thing. We've already, thanks to the Y data you brought. Did I hurt your pride? Take that how you like. But I hope you appreciate.
Looking back, it's kind of funny how outmatched Yuriev is. He thinks he's one step ahead of everything, but Wilhelm's like, you think.
I painfully reconstructed.
I'm gonna go get some rest. Hope you have fun. Good night, chat. Have a good night, Baratrash. Have a good one. Take care of yourself.
It would almost have been faster to build it from scratch. Of course, with the core in this condition, I can't guarantee its safety. There's not much time left before the demonstration. I trust you'll have it ready by then.
Ooh, I hope we get to show you the demonstration.
Of course. Otherwise,
Kos-mos' new look is a
cool one. Have you found an opponent? You're going to need something impressive to fight this thing.
Don't worry. That's already been arranged.
Oh. It's the perfect opponent to silence the fools of
support vector. How long is the orbital elevator? Oh, there she is.
Big news! Big news!
Hey, where's the new chief? If you're looking for Chief Ridgely, he went out to the city. He said he was meeting someone.
A meeting?
Oh, that's Joshua Set.
Chief Uzuki.
Hello, Ichi. Hi. Yo, is that the Reizna? Hi, Ichi. Yep, it's me. Hello. How are you?
What does
I
he
hope
think
you're
he's
well.
doing at a time like this? He should just tell her he's in love with her. He needs to make up his mind and act.
Even Togashi knows.
By Uzuki, you mean Shion Uzuki, the former chief?
Yeah, I'm well. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you. We're playing Xenosaga, so
She took
we just started.
responsibility for the Gnosis terrorism and resigned, right? Was she Chief Ridgely's girlfriend?
No, she wasn't his girlfriend.
What? If she were, he would be delirious. But reality is
harsh.
So, what's the big news? Did something happen?
Oh my gosh, this researcher just is Joshua Seth as Tai.
Oh,
Tai Kamiya
yeah.
from Digimon.
Kos-mos is going to be the opponent for the new weapon in the demonstration.
New weapon? You mean that?
You mean the Omega?
Yeah, that crazy.
I almost said Proto Ultima.
I guess they want to acquire real-world combat data along with the activation test. But they've sure got a lot of confidence to pick Kos-mos as the opponent.
Yeah, they may have removed her from the project, but she's still ready for combat. Do they think they can win over support if it defeats Kos-mos?
Yes, they can. That's entirely the
I hear
plan.
there's a lot of Vector-friendly Parliament members in the government. It's probably a move to take some wind out of that faction. I can't believe they're using the product of our stress and caffeine as a political tool. They'll learn not to mess with the Princess of First Division. We're gonna send them packing. Damn it! We need to get started on the calibration
work right away.
What the hell is the new chief doing at a time like this?
Talking to Shion, getting advice. That's what he's doing. Thanks for dropping in. Oh my gosh, we got half an hour until the end of stream. I'm hoping we get to the scene where Kos-mos does some fighting. There she is. There's Shion. Okay, not going that way. Oh, okay, it is this way. Circle. Okay, as you can see, this human-sized android defeated my mech, the size of a four-story building. This means my mech is very good. Having some experience in the subject. Having coworkers shipping their colleagues is very creepy. I agree with that. I mean, now that they're not actually work associates, I feel like it would be fine now for them. Okay, according to the map Alan gave me, the way to the Mobius Hotel is go south when you get off the orbital elevator. It's the tallest building in the first business district. Like here? South. First business, yeah. It reminds me of this guy going now fuck when talking about getting married. Oh my gosh. This map really gives a sense of scale. It does. It definitely does. Oh wait, there's a convenience store. Cafes. What? Go inside here. You know, things are bad when they start selling weapons in town. What is it? You want some of my items? What are you, stupid? Why would I have anything like that? Go buy them at the counter. Is this the sequel to Pokemon XD that we never got? No, unfortunately not. This is a completely different game. It's a space odyssey thing. I don't know. Soap opera with mechs and political drama and things destroying the world and religion and philosophy. There's some wonky stuff happening here. Ooh. Sorry, I'm breaking things. Yeah, kind of Gundam, yeah. Yeah, Gundam's kind of close. Oh, there's a rumor. Have you heard the rumor? Hmm? Religious words, at least, yeah. Lately, some people have just been turning into monsters. They were asking around the CAT testing ground. How do I know that? My husband works on this facility on the coast. Have you heard the rumor? Hmm? Rumor. Been into monsters. My boyfriend refused to believe anything I say. Well, yeah, you have to be stupid to believe a rumor like that. It happened on m.o.m.o, though. That's the legendary egg cuisine? Supposedly, you can get these eggs on these rare birds on Mulsha. But you know what happened? Now they're a rare delicacy. Alrighty, we need to go meet Ellen. Tallest building. Oh. What do you think of my fashion? Park is up ahead for... Oh. Sorry. I've been wondering what to do about these packages scattered all over the place. Thank you. I'll give you this segment file. I joined a mom guild in WoW and now I'm an O. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. Explain for us. Segment files. Okay. Terminal compact terminal that stores and displays information about the segment addresses found all over the world. You can look up these locations when you've discovered addresses. I can skip this tutorial. I know what these are. They brought these in every game. Destroying things. Oh, there's an item. Money! Money here. There's Alan. Oh, maybe I should change the outfit. Not the Vector uniform. Denim jacket? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I hope you're having fun in WoW.
Chief, it's good to see you.
We've been cycling through a lot of games, yeah. When a protagonist does it, it isn't vandalism. This is true. Items are hidden. Now, we've been cycling through a bunch of games. I've been playing Animal Crossing again. I've started Cult of the Lamb. I'm playing this game, and I'm playing Final Fantasy II. You're on the side.
Alan, you're looking well.
Actually, I could use some sleep. But I got more energy than others.
Oh man, this poor guy. He does look like he needs sleep, like, under his eyes, yeah.
You're looking well too, Chief.
Hey, could you stop using Chief? I'm no longer part of Vector.
Part of Vector.
You can call me Shion.
It's a habit. It's a habit.
What? Oh, she... Chief. It's hard to change what I call you after all this time.
Really? Seems easy enough to me. Well, whatever.
It's this one.
I've already got you a room on the upper floor, so go ahead and settle in. When you're done, come back down. I'll show you around town.
Even the receptionists are like, this guy, oh my god.
There's a lot I want to talk about, so why don't you come up with me?
What? Go with you? The room is a double.
Alan?
Of course, no one's expecting a suite. Ah, there's the elevator.
Oh my god. She's not getting it, and he's jumping to conclusions and...
Wait, Chief!
You're in, bro! Don't mess it up! Yeah. Calling her by her first name would be especially significant in Japanese. It's a sign that Shion is kind of socially oblivious. And... yeah. The entrance is, oh my god, no! Jeez. Ichi, please.
So, how are things? Is everyone doing well?
Yes, they're all fine. But they don't
They all
seem to
lack
be very
sleep.
happy with the sudden decision to cancel the project. I'm not happy about it either.
They didn't give any advance notice?
Nope, didn't tell him at all.
Nothing of the sort.
Came up out of the blue.
Second Division had already begun the next phase along with First Division, so they wound up putting a lot of work to waste. Miyuki said they're all in a really bad mood. Well, the government is compensating our financial losses, but they can't compensate us for the time we spent on this project.
Is that really how Second Division feels and not how Miyuki feels? That girl was so excited about kos-mos' weapons development.
Oh. Who is it? Is it Miyuki? Yep.
Hi, Alan. Is she on there yet?
Yep, she's right there.
There you are.
Oh. Is that all you have to say to your former co-worker after not seeing her for 6 months?
Justice for Miyuki.
6 months? We just met last...
Miyuki!
6 months ago, remember?
Miyuki! You did not just see her in the prologue.
Yeah, right. Has it really been that long?
Miyuki, please. Just this once. Huh? Alan, don't worry about it.
Nothing.
Don't worry about it, Alan.
Miyuki lost track of time.
Yeah, I guess time just flew by. Anyway, I bet you're happy, Alan, since you're all alone in a hotel room with Shion. Are you planning to enjoy some quality time with her after this?
What are you talking about?
I hit the nail on the head, huh?
What are you talking about? I'm not that kind of guy.
And Shion has no idea what's happening. This is not gonna work.
Ooh, a little nervous stutter. Men are such animals.
You too.
And then Alan died from high blood pressure.
Did you have some reason for calling Alan?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need the necessary weapon details by tonight.
Weapons? For what?
He never got the memo because he wasn't at headquarters.
For kos-mos, of course. Didn't Togashi tell you? There's going to be a public demonstration to show off that new weapon tomorrow.
She's like, now fuck, we need to continue the Shion Uzuki bloodline.
And kos-mos is going to be a part of it. Rumor is she's going up against it.
What? This is the first I've heard about it.
Well,
Besides, I've already taken today off, and
What are you talking about? Please send the details by this evening. It takes time to put these things together, you know. Anyway, that's how it goes, so good luck, Chief Ridgely.
Wait a minute!
Yes, he has to get to work.
Sounds like you're a pretty busy man, Chief Ridgely.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It looks like I have to get back to work. I'd actually planned to show you a good time around town after this, but...
Don't worry about it. Hey, do you think I can sit in on the public demonstration tomorrow? I would love to see kos-mos and everyone else, too. Think that'll be all right?
Oh, sure. I'll ask the director to let you observe as a special advisor. Officially, you left the company on a positive note, so I doubt there'll be any problems. I'll come by and get you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Heavy schedule is definitely wearing me out. I should lie down for a bit. Ow. I think I overslept. Another call? There's a call from someone. I wonder who it is. Oh, I should say. Just in case, just in case. I've been playing for 2 hours and 8 minutes. This is minus the recap that I read through.
Huh?
Huh?
Chaos. How have you been?
I'm fine. You're looking well.
What's with the sudden... Wait, that communication code. Are you on this planet?
Yeah, we just arrived. They made us wait quite a while during entry. It was hard trying to calm down Junior.
Oh no.
Junior's with you? Then...
Yeah, we're all here. We came on the Durandal.
The Durandal? That's unusual for you. What happened to the Elsa?
They're stuck.
Chaos?
Actually, that's what I need to talk to you about.
Hmm?
The character designs for 3 are such an upgrade. They are.
Do you have some free time right now?
Even like Chaos's outfit actually makes sense this game. He's not wearing like his short shorts and like leggings and...
I'll head there now. Where do you want to be?
Orange. Kill Chaos? No, not this Chaos! No, this is a good Chaos. This is a good Chaos.
Okay.
See you soon then.
We need to save this one. He's a good one. The other Chaos, yeah. Time to kill, Jack's eyes start bugging out. No! Hello, Shion. I've compiled some information and sent it to your database. Use it like a dictionary if you don't know some terms or forgot them. Okay. I've already saved, so we're good. Go to the lobby. Oh man. There's Chaos, and... Oh my god. It's Chaos, and Chaos! Yeah, there's different types, yeah. The start and end of some sentences are getting dropped. Ah, yeah, that's my volume. That's me. My voice gets a little bit softer at the start of sentences and trails off at the end of them, so I will definitely be a little bit louder. Thanks for letting me know. I'll adjust that. Hold on. There we go. Let me adjust that for a little bit. That should fix it a little bit. If not, I will adjust it more. But other than that, has it been just noticeable lately, or has it been noticeable all stream?
Xavier, commander of the Andros fleet, assigned to the Galaxy Federation Gedalia region.
Didn't notice it. Ah, okay. Oh.
Declared that
you're in there since you arrived? Okay.
With the m.o.m.o fleet in the region. It appears that upon receiving this information, the m.o.m.o fleet
occupying the planet m.o.m.o
commenced military action towards the Federation fleet in the region. The Andros fleet was sent to investigate an asteroid that was recently discovered in the Gedalia region. For days now, the Andros fleet has been locked in a stalemate with the m.o.m.o fleet, which claims ownership of the asteroid. At present, it is unclear why m.o.m.o has dispatched a fleet to Gedalia space, which is under Federation control.
How convenient that there's a news segment that explains what Chaos is most likely about to explain.
A spokesman for m.o.m.o has stated that they have no desire for combat. It is believed that the m.o.m.o fleet commenced military action after several of its requests to the Andros fleet to leave the region were ignored. After
the Elsa's missing?
In that very region.
Set out to investigate a floating object at the request of the subcommittee. But the UMN in that region of space suddenly shifted. We think they probably fell into an imaginary pocket.
So what happened to everyone? Are they okay?
We don't know.
External communication's been cut off. We don't know what's going on inside.
I see. Unfortunately, I can't be of much help. You probably already know this, but I quit my job at Vector.
Yeah, I heard from Jin.
I'll try contacting Alan, but it sounds like kos-mos may be mixed up in something else.
Don't worry about it too much. Junior said it wouldn't hurt to ask. Anyway, I just wanted to let you in on what's going on.
Sorry, I can't be of more help.
Due to the acceleration of the Gnosis phenomenon, the Galaxy Federation government has issued an evacuation order to planetary governments in the outlying areas of Gnosis activity. The Federation government has issued a statement that the Gnosis phenomenon that occurred last month in m.o.m.o space has resulted in the disappearance of over 100 planetary governments in that region. The Galaxy Federation government has established an emergency task force.
100 disappeared?
And deployed eggs to the regions in question. But it is believed that it has not resulted in the reduction of the phenomenon. But it is...
There are more incidents like this happening these days.
Jin's still on it, isn't he?
Yes, he's on the Durandal right now, helping out with the Elsa's rescue.
The scale of this setting can get a little absurd.
I see.
It does, like...
Are you worried?
Well, maybe a little.
Because they seem a little bit normal about these things.
Shion, are you alright?
You look
pale.
a little pale.
Oh, I'm fine. I've just been a little tired lately.
Uh-oh.
Shion.
And she passes out.
Where am I?
Shion.
Oh my god.
These are Udu's waves.
Shion?
What? Is it calling me? Where are you?
Don't listen to that voice, Shion.
Shion. A word to define an individual. Are you Shion?
That's right. I'm
Shion, don't answer.
Who are you?
Oh. Chaos shook her back, I guess.
Where am I? The hotel? Oh, that's right. I met up with Chaos, and then I started feeling sick.
And she's there, on the bed, with her shoes on. At least take the shoes off.
Chaos must have carried me here. I'll have to apologize later.
Oh my god. I can't look at this. I can't.
Oh, it's you, Alan.
Chief, what happened? I've been calling you for a while.
Calling me?
Did something happen?
Did something happen?
That's what I want to know. Please tell me you're okay.
What? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, the demonstration!
Don't tell me you forgot.
Yeah, at least she's not on top of the covers. Covers that don't exist.
You're the one who said you wanted to go. It's gonna start without you.
I'm so sorry. I'll be right there. Where are you now?
I'm down in the hotel lobby.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Do I have time to go to the demonstration stuff? Usually I end stream at like 10 p.m. PST. Let's see if we can watch the scene. I think I can do this. Bum 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 bum. There you are, Alan. Hi. If Alan were an architectural feature, he'd be a hotel lobby.
Don't worry about it. Shall we go?
He looks more tired now. Slow
What's
walking.
wrong? You're awfully quiet. Is something on your mind?
Oh, yeah. Something's been bothering me.
Huh? Sounds like something's up.
You know Dmitry Yuriev, right?
The former parliament member? He's Junior's father, right? What about him?
Well, the contact subcommittee is no longer in charge of the Zohar project. It's been transferred to the military and is now headed by Dmitry Yuriev.
Rare insults now.
The development of the next generation key unit in this mock battle is also under his command.
The military took over from the subcommittee? That sounds pretty fishy.
Absolutely, it's fishy.
Yes, I've heard a lot of ominous things about this next-gen unit. I've also heard the kos-mos project was canceled due to pressure from the government. I have a feeling something bad is going on up there.
Yuriev was a very charismatic member of the Federation Parliament, right?
I heard he also had the ears of the military.
So that's where the pressure came from. Still, what I did had some weight on what happened with kos-mos. Don't you think you're jumping to conclusions?
Oh no.
I'd like to think that, but...
You
gotta go.
worried.
You'll understand when you see it, Chief.
Oh. I thought it was gonna be a flash forward, but I guess I have to run. I guess I'll have to have my feet carry me. In the east base, so it's a white unusual building. It's easy to spot. It's this one? This way. There we go, yeah. How is it being held up there?
This is the core of the Zohar project, humanity's final defense against the Gnosis.
That's some security. I'll need to thank the director.
It's a major project for the military-industrial
complex.
It's on a whole new scale now. Oh, someone's calling me.
Oh, I've been on for 3 hours already? Wow.
Chief, if you don't
Where are
hurry
you?
up, you'll miss Kos-mos' performance.
Oh, yes! Okay, we gotta go.
Oh, don't worry. We're already in.
Then Chief Uzuki is with you?
Yeah, she's right beside.
Man, you go shoving work onto me, and now you're standing there grinning.
I'm not...
Not grinning.
Kidding. Don't take it over here to me. You two enjoy the show. Now, don't try to pull anything just because you're alone with her.
Ay, ay, ay. He's respectful, at least.
Shut up!
Now you're laughing too!
Sorry, it's just none of you have changed at all.
Now you're making fun of me too!
Just go on with the show.
Come on, let's go, Chief Ridgely.
Yes, or don't ravage the protagonist. Oh my god.
The public demonstration is about to begin. All related sections, please transfer security level to A.
I'm running down the incorrect stairwell.
Public demonstration is about to begin.
Xion is either the most oblivious person on Earth or the... I'm gonna say the most oblivious person. I'm gonna have to agree with oblivious person.
Public demonstration is about to begin. All related sections, please transfer security level to A.
Okay, there we go. Here we go, it's the demonstration time, the one scene I actually wanted to show before we log out.
Area? It's larger than I expected. It's almost like an army bombing range.
Yes. They're promoting it as an activation test along with a mock battle. It's very close to real combat, but Togashi thinks it's a demonstration by the Salvatore faction. If funding gets approved, the military intends to start mass production of the new unit immediately.
We will now begin the startup test and mock battle performance of the new model anti-Gnosis humanoid fighting system. Now for this test, we will be using a mock battle form, limiting output to 36% of normal.
Kos-mos version 3! There she is. Oh wait, no. That's Telos.
That's Kos-mos?
Nope.
Are you surprised? She looks just like Kos-mos. Development code TPXX, also known as Telos, the ultimate finished unit. A startling advancement in science, as they say.
Telos. So, this is the source of your worries?
Yeah, well, that's half of it. She's one half of the new anti-Gnosis weapon system that was brought into
Xion, what in the copyright infringement is that? That ain't one of China's Telos. Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's not,
You mean
no.
there's another one?
Yes. This one's fine. The problem lies with the
It's
other
with the other one.
Well, soon you'll understand, but don't be surprised if it shocks you when you see it.
I don't know why he just didn't tell her straight up that it was just Proto-Omega. Or just Omega, yeah. That's TPXX, the one with the extra X has her OnlyFans account. No.
Those are Gnosis, and there's so many of them. But why are they here?
The military requisitioned them from Vector for this demonstration. Although, Chief, I believe that you would know more about that than me.
Gnosis. Gnosis seized by Vector.
Oh, glasses time. That side comment from Alan, was that a reference to what she was doing in like the missing year? I never understood that comment back in the day. Seems likely. Oh, she's very sassy. There it is, the Hilbert effect. Her music reminds me of like Seto Kaiba's theme in the 4Kids Yu-Gi-Oh dub.
Amazing! Her speed is incredible!
According to the specs, both her reaction time and Hilbert's strength are 3 times kos-mos' combat frame. She's the Galaxy Federation's trump card.
Who designed her?
No one knows. Not even the staff were informed of where she actually comes from. If we could take apart the OS, we might be able to guess based on how the code's written. But the environment's proprietary, and we can't get anywhere close to it. Oh, that over there is Roth Mantell, the man in charge of the T-weapon development.
Dion, you okay?
Did you find anything?
I'm sorry, sir. Nothing besides the resume that's been provided. We've investigated his supporters as well, but it's completely clean.
What about you?
I've never seen him before, and I know the faces of everyone in my trade.
How suspicious.
I can feel the waves from him.
There. You mean the immigrant fleet? You can tell.
Who do you think I am?
My apologies.
Huh.
All members of the immigrant fleet have at least some affinity to the waves from the Zohar.
Zohar. Gonna hop off, but it was fun. Thank you, Rose. Thanks for lurking.
It's no surprise you can feel that. What will you do then?
We stick to the plan. If he is one of them, we'll merely use that to our advantage. And if he has no use to us, I'll dispose of him myself. Perhaps during the m.o.m.o invasion that will begin soon.
Okay.
Next, we'll begin the mock battle.
There she is! The Princess of First Division!
Initiating test phase 2.
kos-mos!
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 I told you you'd understand when you saw it. They're calling it Omega, Res Novae. And none of us at Vector knows exactly where they got the designs for it.
Oh, right. Proto-Omega was the one that was on Milsha. Omega Res Novae is this new one. Oops. I got my stuff mixed up.
Stay calm. It just looks tough. There's nothing to it. All right, Kos-mos. Full power. Show no mercy and send it home packing.
Actually, I think it's the same one.
Acknowledged. I will respond with assault mode, referencing past combat data. Estimating 40 seconds to enemy contact. Maximum output.
Like they took the shell from the previous one found on Old Milsha.
The pilot's condition looks good.
Yes, nerve impulse values are nominal. Everything looks fine.
Can you hear me? You may hear some noises and see some light, but there's nothing to worry about. Just concentrate on the web patterns in front of you. You'll feel much better.
Dr. Mizrahi, does he understand us?
I don't know. But I think it's more effective to say something than nothing at all.
Is that like the prenatal education that was popular during the Lost Jerusalem era? Even if he can't understand the meaning, the nuance and the intent of the speaker might get across.
It's just to ease the mind. Our minds.
She really is the mom character. Alright. Sit back, relax, grab your popcorn. Grab your water. Ow. Oh, booty shot. Ooh, ow.
Actually, it looks like he's having a pretty good fight. It's over already?
Is she going to be okay? Kos-mos, damage at 12%.
Oh. Is there a shield? Is this X-Buster? 12% isn't bad for a hit like that, nope. A slow-mo turn. She missed? I know, it was like right over. I know, she was like right over it. Oh, ow. Oh, she kicked it in the neck.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The brainwave values are unstable.
Nah, she just needed the last hit.
Pilot's mental state is abnormal.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like a fly on the windshield. Oh my gosh. Like a fly on the windshield. They need to evacuate.
Cut the link to the emulator. Hurry. If it keeps up, we'll lose control. How's the pilot?
His brainwaves have stabilized.
Recover Omega and force eject the cockpit. Get him out of there now.
It's a pleasure to see you, Chief Ridgely. It's a shame about kos-mos.
Please don't worry yourself.
Who's your companion?
Oh, she's one of kos-mos's designers. Shion...
Ah, you must be Shion Uzuki. It's an honor to meet you.
The sprite even looks condescending. Like, look at this face.
What is it? Is there something on my face?
I know. Kevin could have chosen any personality for his cover, and he chose giant ass. And actually, if you take off the glasses, re-dye his hair to black, it's literally just him. Like, you just take the glasses off, you dye his hair black, it's literally him. What is it? Is there something on my face? What?
Special Advisor Roth Mantell, please report to the Telos maintenance room.
Literally just...
Excuse me.
Literally
You
just
seem
him.
quite busy.
We're still in the middle of development, so there's much I have to see to. I hope we can speak more leisurely at some later time. Good day.
Glasses are very versatile. For one, they can enhance your douchiness by 100%. He just needs the what's it called? The lens flare? The glare?
What's with
Whatever
his
it's called.
attitude? Anyway, let's go.
Is there a safe point? Let me have a safe point. It's time to go to bed. Time to sleep.
The exercise area will be temporarily closed to prepare for the retrieval of Omega Res Novae. All personnel involved should head to the basement.
Yeah. You must be tired. Why not go to bed?
The exercise area will be temporarily closed.
Or as Samuel L. Jackson says, go the fuck to sleep.
Shion? Oh, Yuli.
Yeah. There was a Korean pro gamer that used one of those white lens flare glasses on stage after winning a series. Oh my god, wait, those actually exist.
It's good to see you again.
Oh god, I didn't know they did.
I don't think we've seen each other since the Gnosis terrorism. You look well.
Please tell me that it makes a sound effect too. Oh my god. If it does, it's overkill.
I didn't realize you were here too.
Yes, the subcommittee is involved in the project as well. Of course, all I'm actually doing is measuring values and, babysitting. I heard from your brother what happened. You've had a tough time.
Starberry Crystals, hello, welcome in. Mingo Man of 420, thank you so much for dropping in. Hello,
Jim?
Starberry. We've come for your starberries. I'm sorry, I don't
Yes,
have
he's been
any.
doing jobs for me frequently.
Hello, Coyote. Hello, welcome
You haven't
in.
seen him lately?
Hi.
I heard
Welcome,
the Durandals in
welcome.
town. Jin should be with them.
How are you? What are you up to today? Let me shout you out. Also, this is my model sibling. Casey also made Starberry's model. How was Minecraft? Also, thank you so much for the raid, and hello everybody who came in with Starberry. My name is Reisna. You can also call me Circe. I play games like Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm currently playing Xenosaga Episode 3 from my PS2 on my physical copy. And this particular game is actually really expensive to purchase now. Ooh, Oh, congrats on the future debut. That'll be really fun. That'll be really fun. Also, you should check out Starberry. They are my model sibling. Casey Sauce also made Starberry's model, so check them out. Yeah, what did you build in Minecraft? My Final Fantasy XIV guild just created a new Minecraft server. I didn't get to like poke my head in yet, but they're all having fun. They were working on stuff today.
It's just since that incident, we've been having a hard
You
time
deforested a mountain? Ooh, how long did that take you?
I get it. I'm sure he's worried about you. You should at least say hello.
I'll try.
Oh, ooh, cutscenes. Oh, it's Abel. Pilot.
What is it, Abel?
Oh, a couple of us.
What you want? Here you go.
Yuli in mom mode. Oh my gosh.
A child? His name is Abel. My primary job is to facilitate smooth communication with him.
Woo!
I understand. But why? With a child so young?
Because this young man is an invaluable member of the Zohar Project.
He's involved with the Zohar Project?
Uh-oh, Shion's not gonna have a good time when she finds out that that's the pilot. Oh my gosh. Do your best on Friday.
This is Nephilim. How does he know what she looks like?
All phases of the performance program are now over. Supervisors for each weapon are requested in the conference room.
Have a good night, Mingo Man.
Well, it looks like Telos' data feedback is done. Now I have to go entertain government officials. Honestly, I can't believe I'm spending time on something like that. Oh, Shion, why don't you go see your friends?
I'm trying to go find the save point so I can end. I usually end around this time.
What?
The areas past Section 7 are Security Level B, but you shouldn't have any problem. After all, you were a major contributor to the kos-mos project. I'll contact security.
Thank you.
Use the transporter from the terminal up ahead. You should be able to get to Vector's research wing from there.
Please have a save point. Please have a save point.
The exercise area will be temporarily closed to prepare for the retrieval of Omega Res Novae. All personnel involved should head to the basement hangar.
Is there one at the beginning? Okay.
The exercise area will be temporarily closed to prepare for the retrieval of Omega Res Novae. All personnel involved should head to the basement.
Oh my god!
You are deserving of reward.
Oh my god, that scared me. I forgot I had that sound alert on. I was so focused on trying to find a save point that I like got so startled by my own sound alerts.
The exercise area will be temporarily closed.
Have a good night, Mingo Man.
Of Omega Res Novae. All personnel involved should head to the basement hangar.
Oh, of course I'm going up the down staircase. I've been doing that all day. Okay, save point, please.
Area will be temporarily closed to prepare for the
Okay, there's a save point in the hotel. We're gonna go back to the hotel. Strap in those steps. Shion, feel the burn. Oh my gosh, she probably has one of those like smart watches, smart communication devices, smart comm devices. Okay, it's a good thing they let us leave the area. I can go save at the hotel and then go back. Okay, this is the up staircase. Save point is like here somewhere. Save point's upstairs. Oz, there's a save point run one room forward as well. We'll find out on Thursday, Coville. I'm gonna screenshot that and put that in the Discord. And if there is a save point in the next room after this, if it happens on Thursday.
I've been waiting for this.
After finding a save point, you could say, "Oh my god." Knowing my luck, most likely. Knowing my luck. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this. So then I can pull this up. For future things. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, put this in my mod channel. Then I can save this. Okay, we have saved. We have had 2 hours and 46 minutes of gameplay, and then we'll continue on Thursday. Switching screens. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so thank you everybody. I appreciate you. Let's see. We're gonna continue on Thursday, 7 p.m. PST. More Xenosaga episode 3. So we'll continue from there. If there is a save point in the next section, we'll find out, and you all can tease me about it then. But that's the schedule for the remainder of the week. And that's it for right now. I already know who I want to raid because there's someone actually playing Xenosaga episode 1, and I want you to meet her. Don't get confused by our names. Raika Maylin is actually playing Xenosaga episode 1. So we're gonna go raid her. Okay, so go ahead and use these raid messages if you're coming with us. If not, have a lovely evening, okay? Lovely evening, lovely morning, lovely afternoon, whatever time it is. Happy time zone. Take care of yourselves, drink plenty of water, eat, and sleep well, okay? When you do sleep. Take care of yourselves. I'll hang out with Raika for a little bit and go to bed. So I'll see you all soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.